really hope y'all just seen that man like just stare me down for absolutely no reason when I walked out. Yeah, okay. Clearly he's a little bit off. It is February 16th. I just tried to go to the post office to drop off our packages. I mean, our invitations. But they're closed for President's Day, which I thought they were. And then I drove by another post office and there was people there. So I was like, oh, they're open. So then I came to the one that's closer to us after I picked them up from the house, and they're not open. Update on what is going on. This camera is about to go sliding because I don't have a mount. Y'all are literally just sitting on top of my media thing. We're gonna drive slow and see how long we can last. I've been working on, I just made the best mac and cheese yesterday, and it's lactose free entirely. I recorded the recipe I recorded it for Instagram and TikTok, so it's up there by the time y'all are seeing this. It was so good. I really freaked it. I didn't have all the ingredients I was supposed to have. Like, I had to substitute some stuff with some other stuff, and I was like, oh, it's not gonna be that good, but it actually turned out better. So amen to that. My sister literally sent Uber to come pick up some to bring it to her. Okay, that's actually what she wanted for Christmas, was me to make her some mac and cheese, and I'm just now getting around to it. So, but it was literally never that deep to be sending an Uber to my house to come. Okay, girl. Well, I hope she enjoys it. I spent this morning, I actually knocked out my 4 hours of work straight up from 5 to 9. Oh, there it goes. But I think I want to do my run club. I've been thinking about doing a run club since like September, October, but around that time it was starting to get cold, and I was like, people don't really want to run out in the cold, and I didn't know if I was going to keep running in the cold. So that was a whole thing, but I think I'm going to do it. 2026, I really want to have more community fitness wise, like whether it's me joining somebody else's community. Like, I really want like a group to lift with, but I don't want it to be like a group lift. Does that make sense? Like, we're all working out together, but I don't want to be doing the same workout because I might not like y'all's workout, or I might want to do something different. Just people to push you, you know what I mean? So run wise, I'm just gonna make a club. Like, my biggest thing with that is, one, do I feel like running with people every week? Two, but literally if it's mine, I can control how often it is. Most run clubs are a weekly thing though, but it might be every other week or something like that. The other thing is, I will not run the same route every week. I'm not doing that because I will get so bored, and I'll start making like landmarks in my head of, oh, this is how much further I have to go. And I don't like doing that when I'm running. Like, I just want to run until I'm done running. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to, no. So I need different routes that also have like free parking and enough parking, and you know, they're not like, there's sidewalks everywhere. Preferably a loop route, but if it's out and back, okay, cool. All those sorts of things. So that's kind of what's beating me down right now. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I also just bought Strava. Well, I didn't buy it. I'm on the free trial. Strava Premium Plus, whatever the paid version is, because on there it literally makes routes for you. Like, you just like go to an area on the map and like make a route that's fully paid for me. But they're not all that good. Maybe I have like 5 or 6 different routes that we just like kind of rotate through, because it can also get hectic of like every week we're going somewhere new. You know, people want some kind of consistency. People want to get to be familiar with where they're at and all those sorts of things. So we might have just like a handful and we rotate through those. That'll probably start next month, probably. It is really warm today though. It's like 70 degrees, or at least it feels like 70 degrees. It is amazing. I didn't run this weekend either because our whole weekend just got thrown off, and we weren't even here on Saturday, and it was just all over the place. And I started my cycle on Saturday, on Valentine's Day, and my back has absolutely been killing me. Still, even right now. Normally it's like first day, maybe halfway through the second, and then we're cool. And right now it's not being cool with me. So that's kind of the update of what's going on. I will talk to y'all probably tomorrow or the next day, or whenever I feel like it, quite frankly. So, oh, that's too bright. It is February 19th. It's Thursday. I talked to y'all Monday. It's been a little while. The invitations have been shipped off. I signed one online client on Monday, I think, and I just signed an in-person client today. They'll be starting March 1st. So yay, I'm excited. I've scheduled 2 Lift Like a Ladies with 2 of the organizations I reached out to. So those are March 7th and March 14th. And then I just messaged somebody else back who will probably be like end of March. I'm also trying to figure out this run club. March is gonna be a lot. We're gonna be like a month or less out from the wedding, and I'm starting this run club and Lift Like a Lady almost every weekend in March is what it's looking like. So yeah, there's a lot going on, but it's all very good things. My thing is like I need to maximize on these Lift Like a Ladies and run clubs and all of that. Like, I'm doing Lift Like a Lady for free. I need to get something out of it, and that something is going to be people start training with me after the fact. So normally at the end of Lift Like a Lady, I'm kind of like, and by the way, I coach. Now I'm gonna be like, so now that you know everything, you need to get consistent, use it or lose it. The way to get consistent is by having somebody hold you accountable, and that is what I'm here for. Let's get you set up. Let's stick with this. Let's see it all the way through. If you need accountability, if you need direction, if you need somebody watching your form, if you need any of that, come talk to me right now. And we're gonna get you set up right now. So I need to like really like sell myself, which has never been anything I've been comfortable with, but that's what's gonna have to happen. Otherwise I'm wasting my time. I'm also gonna need to sell myself to the presidents of these clubs. Like, so this went really well, you know, like it was a great time. I think they enjoyed it. I'd love to get set up for next semester to do some more. So yeah, all those things are gonna need to happen. I also need to pass out business cards. I'm just really not looking forward to doing that. I think I might go do it Saturday. Saturday, the weather's supposed to be like kind of decent, so I think I'm gonna go to like a park or something where people walk and like, hey, I'm a coach if you're looking for any guidance in your health journey. I've also been listening to Emma Chamberlain's podcast like a lot, and I'm realizing we're actually literally the same person, and now I want to start a podcast. So I might dump y'all. I don't know. Like, I mean, literally all I do is sit here and talk on these videos anyway, so why not make it into a podcast where I can just run my mouth for like an hour and that'll be that, you know? It's been a good week. Need to find more people to sign. Yesterday, I've been on Nextdoor a lot looking for like just people, because people go on Nextdoor like, hey, I'm looking for a, you know, whatever they're looking for. And I found like a lot of leads on there yesterday. So I reached out to all of them. I have one girl who's like just kind of on the fence with me. I don't really know why. Like, I gave her a great deal to like try things out, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna reach out. I'm like, but why? No, let's get set up like right now. But then there's some other people I'm waiting to hear back from, which, I mean, I understand I'm not really like on Nextdoor or like on a regular basis, so it might take them a couple days to see it. That's fine. Hopefully I get a couple out of that. I'm just really trying to get this thing off of the ground like now. Please, dear Lord, I beg. Yeah, it's always fun when you get momentum going, but then you're like, okay, how do I keep this going? How do like things continue to move along? So much of business is references, but you have no references if you have no clients. So figuring all of that out. I'm also kind of working around my price point. My prices are affordable compared to what other trainers charge. Like, I saw somebody the other day, they just started online coaching, $300 a month. For like not much. Like, they're not offering much. You get meal guidance, a workout plan obviously, and then there was like one other thing, and I was like, $300? Who? No. For online? Where you're just sitting at a computer? No, you can't do that. I also need to figure out who my target. Also, just turn on the vacuum. I need to figure out like who is my target. My target with Lift Like a Lady is like younger women, college students, all of that, right? But is my price point college students? Probably not. But for them, I have a special deal for people who come to Lift Like a Lady. So that's like already kind of taken care of. But it's like, who else am I drawing in? Like, right now I have a lot of older people because the job I was at before was a lot of older people. So people came with me are older, and they have no problem writing that check. So I don't know if I need like a student special, maybe a bundle. I don't know. I'm gonna think on that. Been a good week. That's my update. Hopefully we'll keep it going. I'm excited to see what happens with Lift Like a Lady. I'm also excited to see what kind of response I get on this run club. Y'all, I I think I have like an allergic reaction or something going on. I'm losing my mind, like oh my, it's driving me insane. So I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna announce the run club this weekend. Today's Thursday, so probably tomorrow, and then I'll like keep, you know, agitating it throughout the weekend. Right now I'm like really just kind of playing the long game. It just kind of so happened that these two people signed up this week because I was playing the long game like a month and a half ago. So now that's kind of, you know, feeding me now, but I'm also trying to like, this looks like a lady in run club, which is next month, is what I'm having to feed now so it can feed me later. I keep saying, I'm like, why am I sitting here playing a run club that's literally gonna be free? But I'm like, I think this isn't going to, one, is just gonna get me exposed to people. People are gonna know me. People are gonna know what I do. I'm gonna be able to build a community. I said 2026 is the year of community. I'm gonna build a community. People are gonna get a taste of what I do. And from there, I need to pull them in. We're playing the long game. That's pretty much what I'm saying. And I'm playing the long game right now, running my mouth. So I'm gonna go eat because I'm hungry. And then I'm gonna come back and do some more work. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but normally I just sit at the computer and force myself to do something. So. What you got going on?
I'm coming in here, I'm done.
No, I'm gonna eat.
The details and how you see the world.
Are y'all still on? Oh. It's Friday. I have worked out. I've gone to the dermatologist. I've done all the things. I also went to the beauty supply because I need to figure out my hair routine because I'm wearing my hair curly for the wedding. Not out, but it's going to be curly. So I need to figure out how to like do my hair. Y'all, I don't really like take care of my hair like at all. Like I wash it and that kind of stuff, and I don't use gel in my hair, so maybe that's kind of good. But other than that, I was so lost in that beauty supply. Mind you, I went to like the biggest beauty supply in the state, probably. It's actually ridiculous how big this beauty supply is. So I had like every hair product that has ever been created in front of me to choose from, and I was like, why does half of this stuff exist? Like, what do you do with that? Anyways, what I went in there for was a curl defining gel because my hair is so soft, like there's no definition and it gets jacked up real quick. So I need a gel. I used to use this Miss Jessie's Pillow Soft Curls or Jelly Soft Curls. You know, it's cool and all, it's just not strong enough for me, and maybe I'm just not using enough, but it's also like almost empty, and this is what Austin uses for his hair, so I'm gonna just let him have that last little bit. So we're trying out a new hair routine. I've had this product for actually probably 1,000 years. I don't even know. I think this is from when I was a child. Like this bottle. I don't know. A curling mousse. Any particular one? Not really. I typically use the whole lot of body. I think it's like a honey or something. I don't know. I normally use that, but I think when I went to a store, whenever I was looking for a mousse, they didn't have it. So I just got a curl mousse. I'm pretty sure this one has alcohol in it, so maybe don't go get this. Hold on. Maybe not. No alcohol. Okay, so that's perfect. And then this is the gel I got, the Big Papa by The Dew. I don't know, y'all. There actually wasn't that many defining, like curl defining gels in there, but like this just seemed, this is really thick. I was also opening like every bottle in their store, and sorry, but I need to know what I'm getting. It smells good, but it's like thick. Like this is like gel. Like to me this is like slicking gel, but what do I know? I didn't even look to see if there's alcohol in there or not. That's the one thing I do know. You don't want to put alcohol in your hair, and can't really understand half the stuff this says, but I don't see the word alcohol, so that's perfect. We're just trying this together, actually. I was gonna say, I'm sharing my hair routine. No, I'm not, because I've never done this before. I can tell you what I wash my hair with. Carol's Daughter Goddess Strength. This is shampoo and conditioner. We're gonna figure this out together because I'm thinking I'm gonna do like a slick back, like mid-height bun. And I have so much hair that when I try to do a bun, it's like it's huge, and I don't want that. One, like it's just gonna look ridiculous under my, like it looks like a beehive to me. I don't know. So I need, my curls, like they gotta calm down. You can't be that damn big for my bun, okay? This is also going to be for me to look back on when it's wedding day and I don't know what I'm doing. Hair is freshly washed. I don't know. My typical routine is I take the Carol's Daughter Goddess Strength. I take that leave-in conditioner, put it in, and then I just go through in sections with some mousse and brush that through, and that's it. And that's probably why my curls are always so soft and they don't last. I'm just not really a fan of no volume in my hair. I'm taking a little bit of the conditioner. This is not leave-in conditioner. I don't have any. I was contemplating buying some, but I was like, I can literally just use regular. I swear leave-in conditioner and conditioner are the same thing. Like, you can leave conditioner in your hair, dog. I'm just gonna brush this through. I tried to, when I was washing my conditioner out in the shower, like leave some in, but I guess I didn't do a good job at doing that. This is the thickest part and the tightest curls in my whole head. So she do not be acting right at all. So I need to make sure I get some products in there. All right, we're gonna do 3 sections, starting with this curl enhancing smoothie. This is actually what I use to, like, when I'm doing my hair, like if I'm doing a slick bun or something, I just put this in it. Does it hold my hair down well? No, not at all. But I'm not down with the Eco one. I used to have like a big old tub of Eco. This was like high school. I have actually not done my hair consistently. Like got up and I'm gonna do this hair. I don't even know if that made it to senior year of high school. I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm putting a bun. I'm gonna throw a headband on to make it look a little bit better, and that's about all you get out of me. I'm sorry. That's about all I got. I so badly want to put like a hairstyle in my hair so I don't have to deal with my hair, but I only have 7 weeks, so I need to get this. I need to get my hair situation figured out. If my hair does not look good, I'm gonna actually have a breakdown. You see what I mean? Like, do y'all see how? Like this part right here, like compare, look, even this that don't have no product, it look better than, I don't know. Yeah, that junk is thick, boy, goodness gracious. Also, don't typically put this much product in my hair because like I said, I like it to have volume and I just don't want it to be weighed down by a whole bunch of product, but clearly it's not working for me. I'm convinced that this bottle is just like never ending because I'm really trying to think like when is the last time I bought this. I have a collection of hair products that just sit in a cabinet or in a bin. So when I run out of something, I'll just find something else to replace it. Is it the same product? No, but it'll get the job done. I'm not one of those girls like, here's my curly hair routine. There's like 12 products. I used to do that. I actually used to finger coil my whole head every time I wash my hair, which was once a week, and that was just absolutely insane. And I'm also trying to figure out my makeup situation for the wedding. Austin is terrified of me having makeup on my face. And like, I never wanted like a big, thick layer of makeup on. Like, I just want my, you know, like I don't want to have to worry about like, oh my gosh, I have a pimple. Nothing to cover it up, you know. I just want my skin tone even out a little bit, and I just want to look glowy. That's it. That's all I want. Very natural makeup look. I don't know if I told you that, but I'm doing my makeup myself. I'm like 85% sure. I have a makeup artist booked, and then she posted on her Instagram after I had paid my deposit. This was like probably a couple months ago at this point, that she's not the makeup artist if you want a natural look, and I was like, And then like I was texting her, I was like trying to book my trial with her, and she's just not very responsive. She's like not really saying much. She's like, oh, I lost your number. I'm like, how did you lose? Okay. So what was you gonna do if I didn't text you? You know what I mean? So yeah, that whole situation is kind of weird. And then I had reached out to another makeup artist who is available for our wedding, and her work is really good. And like if I decide to switch to this girl, I'm not putting down a deposit for day of makeup if I haven't done a trial. I learned my lesson about that. So I think the trial is like $150. And I'm like, I feel like for $150 I could just go buy my own damn makeup. Like, I'm a very DIY. I'm a DIY till I die. I don't care. I just feel like for $150 I could go get my own stuff, and I could learn off a YouTube video now. I could figure that out, and I'm not trying to do like a whole. It's not even a soft glam. Like literally, it's not even that. So I'm gonna just figure that junk out. I probably get my lashes done before we go down there, cause let me tell you something. If them lashes decide to start acting up on April 11th, I'm not walking down no aisle because I'm gonna be a mess. And also if I do a whole face of makeup and then I try to put lashes on and I keep messing up and then the blue is like all over my eye, no. I need to find somebody who does lashes because I don't know. That is all of the curling smoothie in my hair. Now I'm gonna do like slightly smaller sections for the gel. Don't like that much. That junk is thick, boy. Good googly moogly. Can y'all see the difference? Okay, this is the little piece that just got, you see how, okay, well I guess you can't really see it like that. Maybe I shouldn't have worn a black shirt, I don't know. Versus, you see the, I know you can see the difference. Okay. I have this brush. I got this brush when I got my curly cut. This was years. That was such a traumatic experience. Please don't even get me started. Because this is what they used in my curly cut and my curls look so good. But I also have a Denman brush, but I feel like that look good. I think I also need to hit my roots a little bit better. So if you're wondering why I'm taking a gamble on wearing my curly hair on my wedding day, because curly hair is so unpredictable. The wedding is outside, which means it could rain. So if I go get my hair straight and it starts raining, I'm gonna look crazy. And that's not the vibe. There's also a pool where we're getting married and Austin has this whole thing of we're jumping in the pool. I don't know. We'll see how that turns out. But shall we jump in the pool? I'm gonna be pissed if my hair is straight or if I get thrown in a pool. Now, I told y'all about the whole second dress thing. So if I still have my dress on, like my dress, and somebody put me in that, let me tell you something. I'm gonna have Austin arrest them. I'm not even joking. Cause that, no, absolutely not. Now if I'm in my second dress, okay, whatever, cool. It's the second dress really not, it's not cheap. But you know, I can handle that better. That is why I'm deciding to wear my hair curly, because I don't want to take the gamble of betting on the weather to act right. Like we're not taking a bet on the weather to act right. Literally having a wedding outside. Okay. But you know what I mean. I don't really care if it rains. No, if it's a torrential downpour, then I'll probably be crying somewhere. Okay. Can y'all see? That was good. Normally when I'm putting my mousse in, like I just brush one section into the other. I don't know if I should keep them separate or not. Normally back here in the back, there's normally some frizz back there, so we doing something good. For my top section, I'll split it like in half, front and back. Well, I thought that thing said 74 minutes. I was gonna say, am I drunk? I don't put a part in my hair because I don't like a part in my hair. Because if I do a part, it's gonna be a middle part, and then it'll just be flat in my head like this, and I'll look like an umbrella. So I don't want to do that. Last section. Unfortunately, y'all can't see because I decided to put on a black shirt. I actually did that because I have places to go and I didn't want a big old wet spot on the back of my shirt, but my hair isn't even wet. So, last thing, mousse. Now, normally I run my fingers through my hair when I'm putting my mousse in, but I'm just gonna kind of run it over top. That's what the people on TikTok do, so. What's happening here? No. Okay. I'm done touching it before I mess it up. She's gonna air dry now. I feel like this side looks better than this side. That's what's kind of throwing me off right now. It's just gonna dry. It's gonna air dry because I don't have patience to diffuse it or do anything like that. So maybe I'll check in with y'all when it's done, or maybe you'll just see it when I'm talking. I don't know. I'll probably forget. I guess let me spin for y'all. Bye. Good morning. It's Saturday. Why are I always like kind of tilted like that? Well, I say that, then I look at the bottom of my tripod and I remember because my tripod is broke as hell. It's Saturday and I gotta sleep in, so yay. My plan was to wake up at 8, then go run, then go to Ulta, like when they first open because I'm not waiting in the line, then come home and eat my breakfast. but it was raining, like thundering and raining at 8. So I checked the weather app. It was like, it's gonna be done by 9:30. Okay, cool. So I just stayed in bed and I was looking at on my TikTok how to do makeup. What do I need to buy? Like put me on game. So that's what I was doing until like 9. Got dressed, had my jacket on, ready to go. I walk outside and it's still raining hard. Like through the windows, it doesn't really look like too much is happening. I stepped outside and all I hear is like, I'm like, wait a minute, what is that about? So now the plan is I'm gonna make my breakfast. Then I'm gonna run around like 11:30 and then my mom's coming over at 12. I don't know when I'm gonna go to Ulta. I'm gonna figure that out a different day, I guess. But yeah, that kind of upset me, but it's okay, I guess. I'm gonna make pancakes. I was gonna show y'all how to make my pancakes, but the camera's flashing red at me because the battery's about to die, so. Don't know about that, sorry. I tried off for like 5 minutes, so we're gonna see how far we get. I take half a cup of rolled oats, or just regular oats, not still cut, and blend it up. So then it's like a floury dust. Then I take a scoop of vanilla protein powder, drop that in there. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. A little bit of salt. Some vanilla extract. Oh, that was a lot. I accidentally squeezed the bottle at the end. 1 egg. Dang. I hate when the egg just like pops like that. A banana. And then like a 1/3 cup of almond milk. Start with less and then add more if you need it, because having runny pancake mix is like really annoying. And then blend all that up again. And I like to kind of scrape the sides to get all the powder stuff off the edge. This one is a little bit liquidy. After I just told you I'll start with less milk, but it's okay. Throw a little bit more oats in there. And there you go, that's all. And then I just put it in a pan with some butter and let them cook, and that makes me 2 pancakes. Also, I forgot to show y'all my hair, so let me kind of do that. The ends of my hair get like super curled up after it goes in a bonnet because my hair is too long for my bonnet, so it kind of crunches up the ends. But it's very defined. It's not very flat. There's like something, but like normally I'm used to my hair being like, wow. I'm gonna be patient because I know it's gonna get there as the days pass. That's it. That's all. That's all I wanted to show y'all. So yeah, whenever I go to Ulta and try to teach myself how to do my makeup, I will bring you along in that process. That might be the next time I see y'all, might not. I don't know. Oh, that's not my pancake recipe. I got it from somebody on Instagram. I don't claim the rights. Good morning. It is Tuesday. It's 7:45. I don't know. I'm kind of tired today. Even though I slept until 6:30, but I'm ready to go to sleep. I need to stop coming on this camera with this blanket. Because do y'all see the picture? Okay. Yesterday I had a call with another organization. This one is outside of KSU. I don't know who she is in the organization, but somebody that's a part of it. It's a girls only organization. I met her at a job fair like probably over a year ago now. And you know, we were just briefly talking about what her organization does, but then also I was like, oh, I do lift like a lady, you know. Seems like the values kind of align, da 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 da. So we had talked about maybe me doing something. I think they have a summer camp, but my plate was just overloaded. So I reached back out probably sometime last week and they got back to me. We hopped on a call, kind of figured out what we can do as far as a collaboration. They have a mental health event in May, but that's at their venue. So if anything, I might just go there as a vendor if that opportunity is open. But we did schedule to do a Lift Like a Lady event for their mothers group April 11th, which is the weekend after the wedding. So hopefully that won't be too chaotic. I've been working on shirt designs. I ordered these shirts in the back. I ordered those shirts on Friday and they said that they weren't gonna get here until this upcoming Friday, and they were at the door Saturday. So that's amazing. So I was trying to come up with some different shirt designs for Empower House, the consistent shift, the coaching stuff, and then Run the World. Did I explain to y'all Empower House and all that? So now that I've started the Run Club, Lift Like a Lady and the Run Club kind of work in complement to one of another, especially because I do hybrid training, so I run and I lift. So I want them under the same thing. I don't want them to be two completely separate entities. So my umbrella name for anything women's empowerment, pretty much, like if there's anything else I come up with down the line, it'll go under this umbrella, is Empower House. The idea with that is kind of like EM in parentheses and then Powerhouse, but then also kind of giving a nod to women's empowerment. So I also just want shirts to wear while I'm coaching. I mean, not that I don't have anything to wear when I'm coaching. I also just want my own branding stuff to wear, duh. And for me, I literally make shirts, so it's not like a big endeavor of like, oh, I need to reach out to somebody on Etsy and da. Like, no, I have all of the tools I need to make some shirts. So I just had somebody from my gym, actually, he does videography and photography, and he was reaching out to me to see if I'd be interested in getting like photography or videography done for just my coaching stuff. But I'm also thinking about having somebody for the Run Club, because during Lift Like a Lady I can set up the camera, you know, I can have it on a tripod, yada yada yada. During a Run Club I can't do that, and like getting content while you're running, just that's a lot, and I'm not even gonna be thinking about that. So if he wants to do that, it'd be great. Only thing I'm kind of on the fence about is I would kind of prefer for a woman to do it, since it's all women, but for right now, I mean, it's free, so why not? I don't know. Anyways, I want to make these shirts. I'm gonna have to pull out all of the stuff from this closet, which is jumbled up with flowers. My mom and I did more flowers this weekend. Actually, she mainly did the flowers. She came over on Sunday, so I was meal prepping, but let me show y'all that stuff, I guess. So these ones that were originally for the table, we kind of redid them, and now these are going to be for like the columns that are up there by us on the altar. We're also going to add some, I don't know what the name of it is, some stuff that's going to hang down. So it's like you have height on this side and then it kind of hangs down, and they'll be elevated, so it'll all look good. So we have 6 of those. Those are all done. Then we have these. These are now the table ones. They're much smaller. We also have like probably 20 vases that we have collected from Goodwill that are like in this box and in both of these boxes. And in those we're gonna put candles and all of that. So I just didn't want these super big arrangements in the middle of the table, because it's like, one, people are trying to eat, you know, they're trying to see. We also need room for the actual food, and then I just want the flowers to be more so a compliment to the vases and the lighting and the candles and all of that on the table. So that's what we're doing. And then this one right here, this one, and she's a big girl. All of this is one. These are for our aisle markers. I'm still gonna add maybe a little bit of height like right here, because I kind of want the effect of it like crawling up the back of a chair. But that's what she's looking like. So they're all they're fairly simple, I would say. I was gonna say basic, but I want to use the word simple. And you know, just very chic, very clean. And then when the wedding's over, whoever wants them, you can come buy them. Anywho, what I was saying was I need to come in here and grab my heat brush right here and my Cricut down here. And then this is all my HTV. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all. I also went to Ulta on Sunday after church, and I had the best experience ever. As a girly who's not at all a makeup girly, I'm very intimidated by Ulta. I do not like being in there. I just know I look lost, and I was in there trying to figure it out by myself. I had watched some TikToks. I had my list and my screenshot. I was like, yeah, I don't know. So I ended up asking for help, and this girl sat down with me for 2 hours. Actually, it was her and one other girl. Sat down with me for 2 hours, figuring out my foundation, my primer, concealer, lips, literally everything, testing stuff out. Yeah, I'm really so glad I asked for help. They were like, well, this is pulling red and you need to pull olive and this is pulling yellow. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? I don't know what you're saying. So yeah, they got me right though. I was in there, I was gonna buy like drugstore products because I don't do my makeup and like I don't really need to spend that much money on my makeup. My budget was $150 because if I were to book a trial with this makeup artist I was gonna go with, it was gonna be $150. So I was like, $150 gonna get spent either way. I ended up spending, I think it was $180. The foundation was like $54 and the concealer was like $49, I think. Then we found some more cost-effective options for like blush and all that. So I also just don't want my makeup to look cheap, so it's fine. And like I'm also not that experienced, so I kind of need the makeup to do a little bit of work for me. So it's all good. I have some makeup brushes from Amazon that I heard were decent quality coming in tomorrow, and then I'm gonna start practicing doing it. I also really want to write those girls like a really good review, but I don't know their names, so I might go back to Ulta and be like, what are their names? Because I want to leave a review. I'm gonna be quiet now and I'm gonna try to locate all of the cords and wires that I need. So. This is my notebook from my first business. It was like a custom clothing business. Hence why I have a heat press and a Cricut and just HTV sitting around and all that. I started it during COVID. I still use the notebook because this is where I track like all my measurements for clothes I make, because literally figuring out the measurements in proportion to a shirt is what takes the longest. So once I make it, I just write it down, which is what I'm doing right now with all the things I'm making. But literally the first page is Shopify tips. Let's read. How to connect to Shippo, which is like a delivery thing that'll print out your mail slips. You should use USPS rates instead of flat rates because they might under or overcharge. Keep your website short and simple. Edit the website in the mobile version because most people look at websites on their phone, not on their computer. So make sure your website always looks good on somebody's phone. Make it easy to navigate. Then I have this page, which is on payments. This is on packaging and branding. I used to follow this girl on YouTube. Her name was Alexis something. This is where I got most of these tips from, because she was like, how to run a business affordably. Do not waste your money on this. You can do this at home. Like I used to make brand stickers. I would print those at home. What else did I have? Like business cards. I used to print my own business cards. I had larger like postcard size cards that I would put in every order. I would buy like picture paper, and then you can buy sticker paper and then find the templates for it. I used to do all of that. Then down here I have my heat press directions, which I still refer to because I don't know them off the top of my head. Here's my pricing. So I used to do clothes like hoodies and shirts, but I started off doing jeans, which is why it's called Divine Design Denim. So my pricing for stack jeans was $40, bleach designs was $50, bandana jeans, which I used to like cut up bandanas and make like patchwork bandana jeans. I know I still have pictures of stuff on my phone. Let me see if I can find them. Y'all, this is so funny. Like just me leaving these tips is like, and they're actually true. Like a lot of that is good tips. Okay. I could dye your jeans. I used to make tote bags. This is so funny. I used to make fitted caps. I used to put rhinestones on fitted caps. Austin has one of them. I don't know where it's at. Y'all promise me if I show y'all one of these jeans, y'all are not gonna laugh. Here's one of them. These were like a Bape inspired. Where's the back at? Y'all, like sometimes my mom actually just need to tell me no, but okay, girl. And right here it had Bape on it. I also made these ones, which were like skeleton. Okay, girl. So I used to do all this stuff by hand. Let me tell you how I would make my templates, outlines. I would print a design on regular printer paper. I would put that piece of printer paper in like a sleeve, like a laminated sleeve, like that you can put in a binder. I'd put it in there. I would trace over the outline with a pen, take the piece of paper out, rip off the back half of that liner because I didn't need it, take a box cutter and follow the line to make my outline. And then like I would either take like a Sharpie or a pen or like something and then trace through that outline onto the y'all, way too much, needless to say. Then we invested in a Cricut, and that saved my life actually, because it was hell trying to make those templates. It was actually so terrible. Here were all my ideas of things I could do. I could do a split hem denim. I could do customized trucker hat, custom iced out hoodies, which just means I put rhinestones on them. But you have to put those rhinestones literally one at a time by hand. Oh my gosh. I did one for one of my friends. Oh, and he had me do a big Playboy bunny on the back of his hoodie. And I swear that thing took me like 2 months. Let me see if I can find the picture. And I know they didn't pay me enough. I know it. It was actual hell. Like the longer I sat there, I was like, I'm not even getting paid enough to do this right here because this is insane. Actually, I did one for both of them. They're twins. So here's one of them that I did. Oh, I don't actually think this is the one I did, but this was the inspiration. Y'all see how many rhinestones that is? Insane. I did that, and I did a big Playboy bunny on the back of another. Oh my gosh, it's so terrible. Here were some of my ideas. So I had dyed these jeans. I actually made these. I don't have them, but I put straps around the leg. This was it running down the back of the leg. But it was kind of like a utility cargo kind of vibe going on. And then I used to schedule out my posts every week. For the week of 111 through 117, I was going to do a small business shout out. I had a post for Instagram and TikTok every day. Style with me on TikTok, post your workspace, vision board, thank my supporters, day in the life. Goodness gracious. Here were some more ideas. I know I did a couple of these. These ideas really never made it far. Like angels. I actually have this hoodie. Actually, I still have it. So let me show it to y'all. Okay, I have both of these. This angels one, angels on the front, numbers on the back. This one is a skeleton hoodie with the hands on the side. Let me go get them because I actually still have these. Here's the angels one. Right? This was probably some of my best work, I'm not gonna lie. Just because it's such a clean design and it was easy to transfer. Like you have the numbers and then behind it is like what they represent. So 111 is intuition, 444 is protection, all of that. Then this one, skull on the front. It's like the skull is going through the shirt. You get what I'm saying? You have a hand on the sides. This was actually pretty decent. Considering what I was working with, that's pretty good. Anyways, I just thought this was funny, so I wanted to show it to y'all. Still going with the posting schedule. All the way in August. I was locked in, what can I say? I've also thought about like selling custom tees, like just as a side thing, but it's literally so much to keep up with. But I still have my bubble mailers and my stickers and literally all of that stuff. Guess what? Tilted again. This is ridiculous. What's up, gang? Let me tell y'all, I have an issue and it happens every day and I don't know how this keeps happening. So I woke up at 4:30 this morning, right? Cool. I work 5 to 9:30. Boom. 4 hours of work out the way. Come out here, eat breakfast. My client for today canceled. Amazing, because I didn't have my meeting today. This camera's gonna die again. Oh my goodness. I didn't have my meeting today either, so that means I don't have to go over there at all. But I did have my dress alteration appointment. So I text her, we move it up, bam. I'm like, I'm finna have all day. I'm finna be chilling. Go to my dress appointment. That takes like an hour and a half. Yeah, hour and a half. Go work out. Then I need to go to Costco because we need some stuff around the house. Life hack. Buy all of your household stuff from Costco. Paper towels, toilet paper, soap. What else? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The stuff that doesn't expire, please buy from Costco. Yeah, you might be like, damn, I'm spending $20 on some toilet paper. But that toilet paper gonna last you at at least half the year. But I don't know what your household look like, but it lasts us about half the year. And that stuff is just so annoying to have to go to the store for to go buy. Like, don't nobody want to do that. Anyways, boom, go to Costco, come back, and then I was planning on going to get a wax today. So I'm like, okay, I need to go home, take a shower, go to the wax place. Then I'm like, damn, we still need bread for these Philly cheesesteaks that I made. So I'm like, now I gotta go to Publix. I tried to see if Costco had the bread. They didn't. Go to Publix. Just now getting home. So I really haven't stopped moving since. I left here at 11:15. I think it's 5:20. And I'm making cinnamon rolls, which is what I came on here to show you guys. So I'm gonna have to be quiet for a second and put y'all on the charger, and then we will get into the making of the cinnamon rolls. Hello again, gang. We're moving on limited time, so we're gonna get to moving. I'm making cinnamon rolls. I've only made cinnamon rolls one other time, and truthfully, they weren't that good. So that's why I haven't made them again in a while, because I knew it, Austin knew it, it wasn't my forte. So I'm gonna try again. Hopefully I can get it down this time. Okay. I have 1 tablespoon of melted butter in this bowl. See, because this is not even supposed to go. All right. Okay, first off, that reaction was actually very dramatic. I'm sorry. It was actually never that deep. I'm gonna warm up this cup of milk before I put it in the bowl. I'm gonna learn my lesson. Am I drunk? Because what am I doing? Hold on, I need to take a breath. 1. The plan has changed. I'm just gonna pour everything that's in this bowl back in this cup and warm it up, because it was warmed up anyway. And I don't know how many times I just poured that. So I'm gonna check the footage and I'll be back. Verdict is in. I have 1 more quarter cup to put in. Yeah, I actually don't know what's going on. And if this ruins my... Being real, like, should I... Well, it was gonna get mixed together anyway, so I can't, like, just completely mess it up, right? Right, guys? Okay. The mug is completely full. I need a new one. I was doing this as a relaxing activity, and it's not being that right now. I'm gonna put a little bit more milk because I did spill some in the sink. Okay. Going in the microwave to be heated up. Hopefully I get that much right. It's supposed to be 110 degrees. Y'all already know how I get about that temperature. I don't know. No, this is so fun. No, yeah, it's all good. Thank you. Okay. Put in 1 egg. This thing's gonna die again. My egg is room temperature. It's been out for like an hour. 4 tablespoons of sugar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half a teaspoon of salt. If y'all go out, I'm sorry. I'll be back. I don't know when. I'll be back. Give that a whisk. A quick whisk. I'm gonna do that with this. With my baby whiskers. That's the only whisk I have. All that is mixed up. I only put in 3 cups of flour, which is 31, 20, 240, 360. You like my kind? I'm gonna put in 3 cups of flour, and then I'm gonna knead it, and then I'm gonna cover it. I like how I just took it. I don't know what's happening, guys. This is actually pretty bad. Okay. I have flour on the counter, which, you know what, that's actually fine because I'm gonna have to put flour out to mix it anyway. So mixing this together until she gets kind of sticky. Also, I don't know if I like completely just made this up in my head, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to use metal and yeast. That's why I'm using my jank bowl and I guess I could have used the, okay, that's fine. Okay, then it says to just keep adding in a tablespoon of flour until it's not sticky anymore. See, it's relaxing. We're getting there. Considering how much dough I've had to put in here to make this not sticky, I don't have high hopes. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because why is this taking so long? It's been an hour. I'm a little bit tired. I've been sitting on the couch. Pretty sure I put too much flour in this dough. They're probably gonna be dense. Thought about doing it over again, but I don't really feel like doing that. So they just probably won't be the best cinnamon rolls you've ever had. They definitely proof though. They definitely got some puffiness to them. Flour my rolling pin. See what I mean? See, well, I guess y'all didn't really see it before, but it's definitely a lot bigger. And it's a lot less sticky, which is good, but it's still kind of moist. So those are all good things. This is not rolled anywhere near as big as it says it should be on the recipe. So last time when I made these, I melted my butter for the filling instead of just softening it. So like my filling was literally oozing out, and then the whole dough got like super liquidy. It was just all bad. So this time I learned my lesson. I did remember that much at least. I just let my butter sit out while this was proofing, so it was just softened, and I didn't have to put it in the microwave or anything like that to soften it up. Now we have a much better consistency of a filling. I was like watching videos and stuff while I was letting this proof, because I was like, why do I have to add so much flour? This is one recipe where I think it really is beneficial to have like a KitchenAid stand mixer or just anything of that sort, because it can knead the dough for you without it obviously like sticking all over your hands. And kneading it will help activate the gluten, which is kind of what makes it thicken up in the first place. And I just can't knead it with my hands without it being all over my hands. So having a stand mixer in this case would have definitely been nice, but I don't have that luxury right now. I think I'll probably get 6 out of this one. We're gonna roll. And just like with the bread, when I was making that, when your dough sticks to the counter, you just gotta kind of work your fingers up under it. I'm gonna see if we have some floss to cut these. No floss, so I'm just gonna use this knife. Yeah, there's not really much of a swirl when you cut it like this. We don't have. Austin don't do nothing but piss me off. He's shining his damn light through the windows to let you know he's here. Anyways, now that he has been addressed from the balcony, back to what I was doing. Hello? Let's see. Okay, that kind of keeps the swirl a little bit more. It's not really much of a swirl, but just kind of pushing it down and then try to reshape it back into a circle. Anyways, I'm gonna cover them back up. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all that last time because the camera died. Cover them. I put them in the oven to let them proof with the light on, but the oven is not on. When I was just letting the dough proof, it was for an hour. Now it's just for 30 minutes. I'm gonna throw these in there and clean up this kitchen.
that bread?
What is it?
As Red Bull, 49%.